Hey, what's up? What's going on, dudes? It's Warpfire here, and we have a special stream today because we will be having a sort of a we'll be having a co-host for the stream. One of my good friends throughout my life will be aiding me in the stream. They're family, but that's besides the point. They're good people, and they're not, I wouldn't say avid gamers, but they are very good at what they do whenever they play games. So we will take into consideration what they have to say, and they will be asking questions to us, and based on those questions I will be answering, and we will see what we have to give. Now, we're going to put minimal preparation on this guy. Or insulated engine assembly. I'm gonna say we go out of the way to get rid of that. We put insulated engine assemblies, we put augmented drive field, and then we put minimal preparation. And then we shall do that. That's about it. That's going to be our... Well, I tell you what. We could add a... No, this ship is way too big for its very little combat points, and it doesn't work well, and... But it's got great cargo capacity, so we're going to leave it available in the fleet, and we will attack this next mercantile convoy, which is what I'm looking forward to. We will engage them and deploy all of our stuff to fight these guys. I will gladly engage the enemy as fast as possible, raging in like a speeding bullet. Well, he is, really. And we shall be seeing him. Not who I'm looking for. These guys. Try to bring down their shields, make them shieldless, and then we'll pound them with those missiles. Or we could get around their side. I'm going to slow it down just a little bit so I have better management over my stuff. His shields are down. We're going to not hit him with that missile. Hit him with this one. It's going to cause him to overload, but we ourselves got hit with a missile. It's going to be overloading us temporarily. We're going to just kill this guy. Instantly, almost. As a result of this dude needs to vent. What is he packing? Ah, he hit us with that bolt that comes from that gun. That thing hurts. Oh, he hit us with a missile as well. He hit us with a harpoons. But see, that red bolt does a fair bit of damage and is very not friendly. As you can see over here, our armor is pretty much ripped. But so is this guy's soul. As we dance around him and rip him to shreds. Then we shall go over here and finish off the last of their escort. Full assault. Yes. Come on, Scarab, fire your missiles. No, we'll just claim victory and quickly pursue them and take command of the action this time. Don't deploy that. Even though he's armed for combat, we're only going to deploy him if we're being attacked aggressively. And if we're up against like a capital ship or something, because he's a really slow ship. I did put unstable injector on him to buff his speed, however... it's not enough to justify sending him into battle, especially when we are more than capable of ending the fight quickly. It's just a waste of supplies. So we'll get rid of this guy, drop his shields in a minute, and whomp, fire the missile. It's gonna not hit. He's down due to our missile barrage from our fighters. And this guy will soon be, hopefully. Just fire a missile at him, and he ukes it. We overloaded. Just going to be fighting him with our shields down. Not really going to matter. We're just going to kill him anyway. Oh, he disabled all of our weapons. Our tactical shock beams are offline. But the goalkeeper's going to be doing work. Our shield's going to block those missiles effectively. We do not want to let any of them escape. Everybody, all aggression, all crazy. Just go apeshit. Yes, him with those lasers looks very scary. Oh, I forgot. He's got that energy, high energy focus. Which means, Jimmy Deans, that we can use those very effectively. They're going to get away. I'm going to claim victory. If we had a faster ship, we could definitely do this, but I'm not even going to worry about it. We are going to... Ooh! Ludic detachment. Looking for me? Are you? I will absolutely murder your soul. Is it on the things to do list? Abso-fucking-lutely. There's a three-legged duck swimming in a circle. The answer is yes, we're going to kill these guys. So, actually, this is going to be one of the toughest battles we have ever faced since we started. They have one small cruiser, okay? They have a smiter. They've got two hammerheads, which I'd love to gain access to. They have a enforcer and a vanguard, along with a transport. We will be deploying the entirety of our fleet into this battle, except, well, we'll deploy the silverfish. We will not deploy the silverfish. We'll deploy all of them, and I will take control over the scarab. This will be an interesting fight, considering we've got so many bombers that excel in destroying heavy ships such as those. Our main priority targets. Holy shit, the range on those missiles. Those are Hornets? Damn, son. Alright, you are our priority target for our fighters and bombers. So fighters and bombers can go ahead and engage your butt. I'm going to come over here quickly and help to get rid of this Lasher, because the Lasher is going to be a little annoying, flanking our fleet and distracting our ships. I just want to make sure that they're out of the phase of the battle as soon as possible. I'm going to be taking him out quickly. I'll take out this Taurus, bring up my shields, activate my energy. He's also got a fair bit of guns. I'm going to drop a missile right there. See if we can do great damage to him, honestly. And he's going to go down quickly due to just the nature of our weapons. He is down. Come over here to the side. See what else needs to be killed. It is this Predator needs to be engaged. And this Lasher. So if I can strip him of his escorts, that would be absolutely delicious. We are not going to get right in front of him. We will take those missiles head on. We're going to force him to disengage from the person he's escorting. Bring down his shields. Activate our high energy focus. And rip him up. We're only got 2 missiles left. But that's okay, because we've already destroyed 3 ships. We do not want to get in front of that enforcer, because he has Reapers. Those Reapers will do quite the number on our ships. Now, our carriers... Please tell me we didn't. Okay, whew. We still have it. I don't know where it is. Oh, it's over here. Okay, I didn't see it. I thought it was something else. Alright, let's go... Let's make sure that this transport doesn't get dinged by that Oh shit, no, he's activating burners after me. He's burning after me. Alright, for now, because you were closer, go ahead and engage order and engage order. We will go ahead and try to smoke them as soon as possible. Does he? Tell me that's a joke. That is a joke! No! He is not a joke. Get the hell out of there. Drop our shields, vent very quickly. Dude, that thing is fast. It's scary fast. Not the kind of fast we're equipped to fight. Let's get over here and wound this. I'm gonna say for now, you dudes just harass these guys. Just harass them. And I'm gonna try to help this guy to take out this hammerhead. Which seems to have a lot of PD, so we're not going to use our missiles on him. He's going to be gunning us down. He's got a lot of arbalists. Those arbs are going to be pretty annoying. Not overly annoying. So we're going to fire some missiles. I was correct. They are going to get destroyed by our PD. We've got high energy focus as well, so we're going to be dinging his shields pretty good. I'm going to vent my own flux and stay out of his weapon range. And just use the high energy focus when I have the opportunity to wound him, to break him down. And it doesn't look like we're doing a whole lot. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Yeah, he vents pretty fast. It's actually scary fast venting. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to sort of keep up on him. Oh shit, he's got shrikes. Those are blacksmiths, actually? I've never seen blacksmiths in action. But there you go, guys. That's the blacksmith missiles in action. We can't fight him. I'm sorry. He wrecks our shit. They destroyed a husky. I'm gonna go take care of him. Whoa, hold on a sec. What the hell is that? The trimmer? It's a very interesting ship you got there, bud. Let's go ahead and engage this guy. To the best of our abilities. Atom missiles. Not really bothering me, but bothering me. Really hope you can, be safe. This battle is going to be a long one, and we're going to try to run them out, but I don't think it's going to be possible. Our fighters are just not, dude. What the fuck? You cannot harass someone with bombers. It just doesn't make any damn sense. Stop harassing him with bombers. Dude, why are you killing the Lasher? Kill the Lasher. Just, fine. If you're going to kill it, kill it. If not, don't. Or just spray your load all over the space continuum, just do that, and I guess that works as well. Oh, hey, bud. Excellent work. You are now dead. That Lasher is not friendly. But we're going to ram the Lasher and push him very far. Kill it. Vent. Engage. Malfunction risk is critical. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here then. We should not have taken this fight. Look, we're losing a lot of ships. That's it, boys. Warp out. I only get 5 of these in our gameplay, but I'm using one of them now. Dude, I'll fucking take an Alistair. I'll take you. Vigilance, I do not want. Let's get out of here. This place is danger zone. Oh shit. Well, we leveled up our character a good bit. It's always good. It's always good. Leveling up that. Our Scarab's good. Lasher is not. We're gonna strip the Lasher, strip the Alistair, strip you, and strip you. I'm gonna modify this guy. Holy shit. That's a lot of equipment cost on one gun. We cannot support that. It's okay. I'll tell you what I'm gonna put on this guy. Our co-host is here now. Say hello to the people, Trent.
Hi, guys.
A little louder, probably.
Hi, guys.
Alright, there we go.
Just a little background. I never actually played this game too much. I did play Event Horizon for a little while, but just did not stick on it too much. But I'm going to be trying to point out some things, maybe ask some questions, see what's going on.
One of the things I did do for the series, Trent, is I gave myself all of the hull mods at the start. So not only could I sell any hull mods that I happened to pick up for extra cash, but I allowed myself to have more variety. Now, some of them, like the BRDY Strike Suite, the Hangar Bays, and just some other things like that, like scrapped armor parts, scrap armor, sandcaster. Some of these things can only be installed on specific ships. Specific ships that are specific to certain fleets, things like that. Now, there are a few problems in this game, which I'm sure people have noticed, is the fleets that come after you is not always fair. And a lot of the times it's like a roguelike, as in the fact that you will find yourself fucked in many occasions. And one of the things that you guys who have played Event Horizon may have noticed is that Event Horizon is a lot more forgiving in its combat, and this game just simply isn't. Trent, would you like anything to add to Event Horizon's level of...
Yeah, I think sometimes some of these games like this have they set up a random generation of enemies, and like Cade said, it can sometimes be overwhelming for someone that's just starting the game. The big thing that could fix that is just setting up a better case so that you can actually set up a scaling generation instead of just randomly putting out units.
I would not actually recommend a scaling system, because according to the lore in the story, which some of you have noticed, is you are a pirate or you are a captain that's just sort of starting out, and you can sort of do whatever you want, sort of game. But it doesn't make a lot of sense to completely get rid of the aspect of you're starting out for the sake of scaling you better into the game. One thing they should do, and I believe is an absolute necessity, is the fact that the game doesn't make it to where there is bigger fleets will actively hunt down yours. And that is a massive problem. Is if a bigger fleet is hostile to you, and they do not have a current target, they will absolutely seek you out. And one of my biggest problems is the radar sensing strength. I just have a huge problem with that, because more often than not, your fleet's your fleet's sensor strength, it doesn't make a lot of sense, because your fleet's sensor profile is usually what gets a fleet detected. Is the enemy fleets, it's not your sensor strength. Which I'm going to show Trent here. your sensor strength is added to the enemy fleet's sensor profile to detect them. Now, the problems with this is, let's say I'm detecting derelicts, or I'm detecting salvage, or I'm looking for bases. I will not find them because they do not have any sensor profile, which forces me to use active sensor burst. But this, again, increases the range at which the fleet can be detected, and it's not always effective, which I just find annoying. So I wish they would swap these two as far as things go, because it doesn't necessarily make sense to have ships have such massive sensor profiling when we've obviously, as everything have developed better sensors over time. It just doesn't make a lot of sense.
So when starting the game, I didn't actually get to see you start.
Yes.
Are you starting from a random location?
You are starting from a random location. Yes.
Well,
you usually start always at a populated sector.
Well,
for those of you who don't.
By scaling, like as in, let there be stronger enemies on the map at the same time, just farther away from you when you start. And like you said, like giving them, not allowing them to be able to target you immediately. Because in real life too, a big fleet that has a lot of, guns and has a lot of supplies and doesn't really need to be targeting a small fleet like you for any reason.
They more have a mission, and that's where I agree with him on one thing, is bigger fleets are going to have a mission, and that's where one of this game falls short.
Purpose. If somebody's putting that much money behind,
and that's one of the problems, is I have literally had an invasion fleet that was on its path to an invasion sector. This is not in this Let's Play, but I had an invasion fleet stop the invasion course and just target me.
Yeah, that should happen.
I was like, please, sir? And of course I got F'd because they had 3 capital ships.
Well, then there just needs to be
and I had a cruiser, and so I was like, this is fun, let's, die and then escape in a kite-class shuttle with no money and nothing. Because I was so proud of myself, I spent all my money to buy a cruiser and then left this sector, and all of a sudden, cruising by at maximum speed I
think even that would help, just set it up to where at a certain level.
Yes.
Have a code that basically forces higher level enemies to ignore you at a certain level gap.
That would make sense, and it would actually be very helpful. But for right now, we should have it to where the player, you'll notice most of the things, they did implement to where low level fleets will not attack you. But I don't understand why it's not the same for high level fleets not attacking you.
Yeah,
because whenever you start out as the Blade Breaker Deserters or the Pirates, now Pirates I understand, but the Blade Breaker Deserters, you're not pirates. And one of the biggest problems with the Blade Breaker Deserters is if you become friends with pirates, you can sort of get away with it. Now, because you have somewhere to trade with. Now, as the Blade Breaker Deserters, effing everyone and their mother is going to want you dead. And that's the problem, is you have nowhere to trade. Prism Freeport doesn't want you, Independence don't want you, Pirates don't want you.
Well, and that's part of the lore, to where a larger ship might attack you if you're part of a certain faction.
Yes, that totally makes sense. However, it does not make sense for whenever the Blade Breaker Deserters case, which is the bad guys of the Dassault Mikoyan with their prototype ship. Don't get me wrong, it's an extremely powerful start. You pick a single ship, get very few credits, oh my god. Well, see, it's things like this. If we had better sensor strength, we would be able to detect shit like this ahead of time. Now, their fleet's not really the most effective, but given our current setup and the fact that we are low on CR, I guess they just came from a storm because they are also low on CR, so we shall see what we can do. I'm going to transfer command to my trusty Scarab, and we will do some combat. I'm going to be deploying everyone but the Mingdon, whatever that is, but it's a heavy freighter and it does not have very many guns as opposed to our Kentaurus. which is heavily armed. Well, not heavily armed, but armed enough compared to its relatively large cargo capacity. Many of you players, when you're starting off, I can only give you one sense of advice. Do not try to trade. If you see a bounty mission for like cargo where they require some supplies and it's in system, or maybe you've already got the supplies, absolutely take it. I'm not telling you to not trade ever. I'm telling you, do not try to buy large amounts of supplies or goods from one place and then go across the map to sell it in another. It just never works out, more often than not. You would have to be the luckiest son of a bitch alive for that to make that work. You would have to buy large amounts of food and then have the sector that you're going to all of a sudden have a food shortage to where you completely dominate the market. And even then, it gives you more of a boost of prestige with that faction than it does actual bonus. Now, he's going to be very aggressive and very annoying because he's got those missiles, but he is out of missiles now, which is not going to pose as much of a threat as he originally was, but we're going to have to watch out for this guy, and those Reapers are going to be a massive pain in the ass. Now, he's pretty much fucked. We're just going to tell him to get the hell out. But over here, I'm going to transfer command to this. And carrier game is meta, but not as meta as fast burst. In a lot of games, that is the meta. The reason is there's just something about it is satisfying.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to watch something just melt.
Yes. I mean, it like Trent said, it is fun to watch something just melt before you and to feel good about that ability. And there's something else about burst and speed is that it requires skill and gives you the ability to adapt. Now, let's say you're in a tank and you've got just a bunch of PD lasers that are automatically targeting, and let's be honest, I'd rather a computer do the targeting for PD lasers than myself. In those situations, I find myself not satisfied with the tank meta in a lot of games, and I have a few solutions to that. But they're most definitely hard to put into place. Like, picture this, the shielding system, right? Works like that. I'm picturing a tank that has very strong shields, but the shields do not protect the ship itself. The shields project sort of out here in front of the ship. And what that enables you to do is it enables you to project shields to block enemy projectiles to do things. And we're going to have to watch this dude has a ton of armor damage, and those animator blasters are vicious. We are probably going to have to retreat our entire forces. So let's say full retreat on everything and just try to get out of here. Our fighters are going to provide cover for us. We're going to try to get out. We never should have fought these guys to begin with. Fire some missiles off. And that's one of my other problems is with the Cabal is there's really no point in allying yourself with the Cabal. So I understand how they ask you for said things, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't really know if they're still going to attack you and still demand tributes, because it says the Cabal is expensive to be with, it requires extended tributes, da-da-da-da-da. So I don't know once you reach 100 with them, if they're still going to demand tribute from you. And we are fucked. So we're going to use our second end combat with 5 of this, just for situations like this. And we're going to leave immediately. And we lost a fair bit of ships. Oh, disabled or destroyed. Yeah, we lost, like, a lot. Let's get out of there. They should be happy with what they got. We lost a lot, and please tell me that's not... Okay, good. See, it's things like this. See, a fleet like this will actively pursue you out. Now, I understand for factions that are, let's say, factions such as the Ludic Path, which absolutely hate our fucking soul. Like, it says this. It literally, the face of your ident hash and your last known fleet are both regular parts of the inter-system security bulletins. It's fairly certain there's a high-ranking Ludic Path officer whose primary assignment is to hunt you down. That would be very cool to see. It would be very cool to see if there was an actual
Makes more sense.
captain to hunt you down, as opposed to any of their high-level fleets can target you at will.
Yeah, build more story.
It'd build a lot more story, and it'd go in more in-depth.
But
Now,
that's what I was thinking of earlier, because I saw you have the ability to open a comm link. Is that to actually solve a confrontation without fighting, or is it just like
it's usually lore-based, and the fact that it's not really lore, it's more like just for cax. You never really open the comm link and something useful comes out of it. Usually you either bribe the shit out of someone and then blow them up anyway, because why not? Or, because let's be honest, if you're bribing somebody, they're going to report it to their superiors, and you're going to lose rapport with that faction. There's no way around it. So if I'm already going to lose rapport with that faction, I might as well just blow them to hell and take as much as I can from them.
That'll be a neat part of the game if you could solve confrontations by talking through it, where there's some kind of like, if anybody remembers like the old Oblivion system, where you can coerce or threaten or appease people or make a joke or whatever, you can actually talk to them and get a response. If you could actually set that up to be a way to solve problems without actually having to do combat or build, loyalty to a certain faction.
Boost the intensity of all energy weapons while active, and it's very good. I'm actually interested in this. I think I will purchase said ship, along with a Delron. Now, why are we... Fuck, I shouldn't have done that. We're very low on credits now. What are we going to do with this? We don't have the weapons to arm any of these guys yet. At all. We will put a Talon Interceptor off of this guy, and we will put it on our big carrier to buff him into combat. We're not going to be sending either of these into combat as it stands at all currently. I'm going to put defense auto nailers because those are very good. Put the PD lasers, and then for this, we're going to put attack shock beam. For this guy, on the other hand, can I not put any laser? I'll put cluster torpedo racks. And we will withdraw from doing anything unsavory at the moment. We need to find Prism Freeport. Now, as some of you may have seen from my other streams, Prism Freeport finding can be a pain considering it is no longer shown on the map. At all. Which leaves me with a dilemma of teleporting directly to it just to find the son of a bitch. Now, why do we go to Prism Freeport? Well, I very much like Prism Freeport. It sells a lot of good things. So temporarily what we're going to do is we're going to see if we're enemies with the Sindrian Diktat. We are suspicious with the Sindrian Diktat and the Tritachyon, but who are really enemies with... We are not friendly with the Dassault Mikoyan, apparently. Well, we are, but that should be 100% for the amount of war that we've gone to for them. We are enemies with a lot of people, apparently. Sky Nation. That would be the one. These guys over here. We're going to ignore that. We're going to lay in course. Actually, no. Okay. Apparently, it can't find Prism Freeport. I guess it's because we're not in sector. I really hope it's because we're not in sector, or just because we didn't enable it. Because if we did not enable Prism Freeport, I'm going to be very unhappy with myself. Holy shit. Oh, that's that fleet that we saw. Oh, yes, I will take that. Most indubitably. Oh. That's a problem. A very big problem. We are extremely low on combat and crew, which means we need to make some money. Like, damn, we are like super low on crew. That is a problem. Which means we're gonna have to reverse course and... Are you please come after me? That's Tritachyon, never mind. We do not want to fight them. I thought they were Sky Nation, but Sky Nation is blue with the rings around them. Okay, he's trading with y'all. That's y'all. Ooh, and we got our monthly salary! That is excellent! I couldn't have asked for a better time for our monthly salary. Who could have? Honestly, we're going to trade from the black market, because I give no fucks. That is one of my biggest problems with this game, is just the supply cost and the amount of profit that you make is minimal. But, I mean, I've seen good players make a lot of profit, but my main problem is that low-level players, and players who are not good, they just don't make as much profit. They're not effective. And Trent, what is your opinion on games that do not have a very good scaling?
Well, sometimes I think they try to make it difficult on purpose, to make it realistic or whatever, to add some realism to the game. The problem with that is, no matter how realistic it is, if it still sucks, and it's still hard for people to be able to start the game, you're still going to have a lot of people that are going to quit way before
they ever get into the chance to succeed.
Right. It makes it difficult, and that's what I was talking about, like scaling enemies. Like, yeah, it makes it realistic to have, these giant fleets be around at the same time as you just starting out, but it makes it very difficult for someone who's just starting out who doesn't know the game at all. Like someone like me who would just start playing, who doesn't even know what half the terms mean. It can be very intimidating and push people away before they even get into it.
And this is very true. They are, I am told, working on new space stations for the game. That Nexrillian space stations are actually going to be an active thing now. That is very interesting to me. I very much like the idea of... So, why do you not have... Okay, so you're maxed out. Okay, that's good to know. Our whole fleet's maxed out on combat readiness. What I would like to have in this Let's Play, let's talk about our gameplay real quick, is I would very much like to have some cruisers that are capable of brawling. I'd like to get him up and running. So we will leave for now. And we will get out of here. As much as carriers are good, one cannot simply rely on carriers, as they just aren't the most effective when it comes to chasing an enemy, doing heavy damage. I mean, don't get me wrong, bombers, interceptors, all of that. It's more really the bombers that I keep around my carriers for. But let us find out. Where is a good place to go? Trade. I'm looking for ORA. I'm not seeing a lot. I'm not seeing a lot of things that are actually be useful to us. So I think what we will do is we will go back to Policius, all the fucking way out there, and we will drop by Styx with our new fleet. And we will head there. Now, do we have enough fuel? Probably not. Do we have enough spirit? Again, probably not. Our morale is rather low. Why is our maximum average combat readiness 82%? Because it's usually 85 if we're being totally honest. We are going to run out of supplies almost instantly. I'm not dredging through all this shit. That's one of my biggest disappointments with this game is the storms. They make me want to cry. Getting around in hyperspace is like death. Which, I mean, it should never be easy. However, as Trent's watching here as we slowly dredge through the nebulas and stuff that are very trying to kill us. And try to mouse, please. I need to dodge this. Thank you. Like, our mouse is trying to get us killed, apparently. We're gonna drop by here. And I've got to say, for this game, that the loading system and all this is actually rather good. I like it very much. Let's go help out this mercantile convoy that's apparently trying to fight one of those. Doesn't make a lot of sense. And we'll just deploy that. Now, I'm going to take command of my Scarab. That's one of the big things that I like about this game that a lot of games don't have, like FTL and some of these other ones that are big popular games, is they lack the fleet battle love. This game has good, it's got graphics that as my uncle would say, 1980s, but he's just being a douche. But that's besides the point. That this game does have very good graphics. And part of those graphics that I think is lacking, but also is very good, is just the, whenever you modify a ship, let's say with your specials, the special abilities that you put on a ship, it does not affect the ship's look. When I put safety overrides on a ship, I expect that thing to spark every now and then. When I put ionic hull nodes on there, I expect my shields to be... I expect my ship's armor to look kind of a blue tint to it. And when I put some of the like unstable injector or some of those other things that affect engines, I expect some sort of engine look to them. You know, it would add more flavor to the game, and it's not something that's resource intensive once it's loaded. Now, this is a very interesting ship. I have to take a look at this. Now, see, they took the effort and the time to make it to where assault guns, whenever they fire, actually push the guns back. And that's one of my complaints of Event Horizon is there's just a weapon slot. They don't actually portray the guns as anything. And that's got to be one of my biggest factors in this game that I dislike. I mean, about Event Horizon, not this game. Is not only are the guns, they don't have any set position. Well, they do have set positions, but there is no fleet battle, so it kind of lacks that thing. And another thing that I think Event Horizon lacks in is the department of this armor system over here. It's a lot more tactical. It has a fresher feel to it, and I very much like it. It's, I know, hard to code, and it's very resource intensive, and Event Horizon is nowhere near comparing to a computer game from a phone game. But Event Horizon also has a PC edition that's on the Steam market too, and so my opinion is if you're going to go with the Steam version, and I know you wanted to keep all your eggs in the same basket, but Event Horizon just has such potential to excel like this game does, and if this game in Event Horizon could sort of share their code as far as the database and the ability to modify and create new mods, then this game could see, Event Horizon could see a whole new life to it. And Trent can tell you about that. What is your opinion on the ability for modding support for Event Horizon?
Well, no, I mean, we had talked about it earlier. It was one of the big things that kind of drove me away from Event Horizon. That seems to be an improvement. Is just things like utility things like fuel and capacitors and stuff that doesn't really do anything, but you need them on a ship. You're allowed to just kind of put them in there on here without having to kind of find space for them. Instead, they just give you weapon slots to go add weapons, which I think is a lot better because in Event Horizon, trying to fit all that crap into those blocks kind of was a pain in the butt sometimes.
Absolutely. I totally agree with his opinion on that. It was very much a pain. I would love to say fill all remaining slots with, or in one of the things that I would very much love is to be able to set loadouts. And this is one of the things that I think wouldn't take a lot of effort is to set loadout, because think about it, you've already got the saved data. You already have the data saved, right? So what would it take to simply, I don't know,
No.
I'm sorry, we have a dog in the room.
No, ma'am.
It's okay, it's fine.
No.
But we'll be taking care of this. I do love shielded cargo holds. This guy needs fighters. Let's take a look at our energy weapons very quickly and see what is for sale. What we can afford. Plasma Flamer. Actually very good, and I'm extremely happy to see this item in here. We could go Plasma Flamer on our ship. Oh, apparently Plasma Flamer is kinetic. Interesting. I think I will go Plasma, not Flat Cannon. Although Flat Cannon is one of the coolest guns that I've seen, we'll go Plasma Flamer. Wait, is that a medium? That's a Scatter CEPC. We'll put a Scatter CEPC on there. And then 2 pulse lasers. Our ship is outfitted. It's going to need something that I will put for the sake of putting safety overrides, which we talked about before. Put safety overrides, and then its speed will go through the roof. And let's see if we set it like this. Its shields all of a sudden are a lot more effective and it speeds up. Good to know.
So, for the gun slots in this one, you have like different slots that can hold different size weapons, or?
Yes. That is one of the things that Event Horizon is also, it limits you by category, which I think this game needs quite a few more categories other than just, and I mean, it's different, but at the same time it's not.
I was going to say that the one thing that Event Horizon does have going for it is with that grid system, you can really kind of fit whatever weapon you want wherever you want to put it, which, well, they have the weapon grids, right? There were certain, like, grids that you could put only certain things on.
Yes.
Well, being able to open up that grid if you could.
There are specific ships that have the open grids in this game as well. As you can see here, they have different slots. Like this one is called a Synergy. Mm-hmm. This one is called I think composite, because it's called a composite, and then or a hybrid, I believe. And the composite's the one where you can mount that. Mm-hmm. So all in all, there's 7 different slot types. In the Universal is obviously everybody's favorite, mm-hmm. because it's universal.
Right.
But it's not always realistic. I think we will go with I would like some Iris interceptors, but we are very low on cash. So we will have to make do with what we have. Holy shit, we're strapped. 6 supplies. And we're broke. Interesting. Well, we can get rid of some of these things like that, and then we can just... That's going to take 10,000. Alright. Let's see one thing real quick. Let's see how much heavy machinery it's going to take. 21? I'll ditch that for the supplies. Absolutely. Let's repair our ships, because there's a huge pirate fleet out there. Please tell me that didn't take all of our... Oh my god.
And we broke again.
Yeah, and we're broke once again. Wow. Fight the pirates immediately. This is going to be interesting. We're going to see how quickly we can kill them with the minimum possible ships. I'm going to take control of my Wanderer, as I like to call it, the Wanderer. And let's do this. I do like the hyper focus is interesting. It buffs our energy weapons, making them very effective. It's sort of like high energy focus, except I think it's even stronger. Don't quote me on that. That CPAC is doing damage. Let's activate it. And yes, it is very effective. It's probably a 2.5 multiplier or a 2 multiplier whenever the standard for high energy focus is 1.5. I very much like that. As you can see, we're just gunning them down. They're not even a problem. Ooh! We got hit with coasting missile racks. Let's bring up our shields and back up very quickly. We cannot vent. I forgot about that because we have a yeet. Wow, we're dead.
Run!
Yeah, as Trent would say, run! We made a very big mistake of turning our ass to the opponent and having our shields facing the complete opposite direction. It's good stuff, good stuff. We absolutely have no armor. We have like one ass piece of armor left. They have essentially peeled our potato. This is a very good analogy for our situation as it stands. Our shield does not have a very wide coverage range. That is going to be a problem. But we're going to get aggressive. Why? Because we're probably dead anyway, right? Right? Yeah, this is going to be tough. We need to kill this. So we're just going to launch a missile at this guy. Because that makes sense. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to retreat. I'm just going to say,
yeah, you better get your kamikaze pants on.
Exactly. Better put on your terrorist vest, because that's about all this ship can do. Its current point in combat. And besides, we have that. I'm going to need to, we're just going to get the fuck out of there. And we're going to back ourselves up with the carrier, which I will switch command to with our little shuttle. I am surprised about one thing, if anything, is that nobody tries to shoot down the goddamn command shuttle. Like, they will shoot down my bullets, but they will not even flinch whenever a command shuttle flies from my dilapidated, destroyed ship to the next one. It just, it boggles me. But let's do the worst that we absolutely possibly can to our enemies. Those missiles are going to be doing some serious damage to their shields, and they will be down soon. And after this fight, I think we're going to end the stream because I would like to spend some time with my family and do some other things. Can't always play video games. Life is not a game. That is a nice explosion. That explosion was sexy. I very much enjoyed watching that. This guy is going down as well. We're going to turn away from him, but just to make sure, we're going to have our shields facing in his direction. Which is one thing I love about Omni shields. He goes down. Let us rip this apart. This thing is gonna very squishy. Like I said, it's gonna get some death. And we're just gonna ram this dude with our shield. Bonk. Ooh, the missile spray is gonna miss, as it always does. I rarely ever see those missiles actually hit their target. It's pretty good. Anything else to add before we close out the video? Nope. You heard it here, folks. We're going to be claiming victory in that battle. Our ship is halfway repaired. Holy fuck. Oh, that is correct. We do have that half repair instant thing. As you can see, you open a comlink most of the time. Strump was saying you'd like to have more comlink options, but one thing I'd like to have is whenever you thoroughly beat an enemy is open the comlink and say surrender yourselves or be defeated or something like that, and kind of coerce them into joining you, but make it shaky to where they have the potential to rebel or like totally try to get away later on, where, you know, situations like that would be very interesting. Anyways, dudes, this is where I'm going to end the video. I hope you've all enjoyed. We're at an hour, and I'll see you all for the next video of the Dassault Mikoyan.